Yeah. What it do? Yeah, it's your brother man from the motherland coming to you guys live from the NY. Back with another one of that Repent or Die podcast. For those that don't know who I am him, Junns the NBIC, representing that ROD, giving all praise and glory to the heavenly ones, for they are worthy to be praised. Last but not least, want to give a shout out to all you guys that's been tuning in, subscribing, supporting, leaving feedback, positive, negative, all things is respected, because it allows me to do what I do best, and that is keep my foot on these heathens, these he-grows, and the newly installed heathenite snacks. Round of applause for that. But before I start, man, let me just give you two updates. Got the brand new merchandise out now. You know, the ROD merchandise, which is on eBay right now. We working on getting it on other platforms. You know what I'm saying? We got the shirts, we got the sweaters, we got the sneakers, we got the hats. We tapping in and everything, man. You know what I'm saying? This is not just a podcast. This is a movement. This is an awakening. This is the platform for brothers and sisters to come on, not only get truth, but also speak truth. And speaking of truth, right? I had a wonderful summer conversation, you know, before Allah, it was a lot, you know, very powerful information, not too crazy, you know what I'm saying? Kept it nice and simple for brothers and sisters, but at the same time, you know, I got to do what I do best, and let's keep my foot on these heathens and he-grows and the heathenite snacks, you know what I'm saying? So tune in. You know, watch it. The numbers is looking wonderful. Shout out to those that's been tuning in. You know, we working, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, we not here to play, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, the heavenly ones done awoken the warriors, man. And my job as an awoken warrior is to continue waking up the other warriors, right? The warriors and the warrioresses. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about the hood news. You know what I'm saying? You know, the hood temperature still remains the same. It's still shady, still grimy, still ain't no sunshine where we from. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine where we from, 'cause where we from, homie, you can be gone anytime, 'cause these streets don't play. Yes, sir, streets don't play. We could be gunned down any given Sunday. You understand? And speaking of the hood news, I just got confirmation that a lady 43 was murdered by her apparent boyfriend, some man she was dealing with, shot her in the head, and then he ended up taking his own life. But word on the street is he was a very controlling individual, so controlling that he made the woman get rid of all her social media platforms, or whatever her username she was on social media. All that has to be removed, right? That's one. Two, word just got back, man. Listen, man. Was the man that created the Pop-Tarts? He done passed away, right? Listen, 2-car collision. These two people done pass away. Hold on, let me pull it up exactly, because I don't like to give you guys misinformation. I like to just hit it straight on the money. You feel me? Because these are the conversations that needs to be had, right? Somebody caught a disease and died here in Brooklyn. I forgot the person's name, and he attracted it from his cat. I forgot the name of the disease, but it's a disease that can so-called, you know, remove individuals. That's what was said. I don't know. I'm not too sure. Hold on. Okay, I'm trying to find it for you guys. human leg found on the 4-line subway tracks in the Bronx. Yeah. Let me click on this right here. And like I try to tell you guys, man, things like this is only going to get worse, man. No matter what you say, no matter what you do. Look, Brooklyn bouncer dies protecting co-worker in bar stabbing. Yeah. It says COVID 4 times more likely to cause serious long-term illness. And we're not going to even talk about the migrants. The migrants is out here causing pure chaos. They're shooting, they robbing. You can't even leave your car running. And I told you guys that the people that they're allowing to come in, a lot of them are getting pardons from their country and being shipped out here. A lot of them is rapists, murderers, drug dealers, sex traffickers. All of these people are just coming into a land, free 99, and continuous these heinous behaviors to the point where you got to protect your children. You got to protect your children. And for the parents that think there's nothing wrong with your daughters walking around with pom-poms, to you ladies that still want to walk around wearing stretchies and looking good, just know you catching the eyes of individuals who don't know the laws of America and probably don't even care. You understand? And when that time comes, when that urge kick in, a lot of you females walk in late at night by yourselves. A lot of you females are, not carrying protection like mace, knife, nothing. And y'all just be walking, right? Some of y'all can't afford the Uber, so y'all taking public transportation and you getting off the bus stop and you got to walk a block and a half late night. I see it all the time. And some of you females walk alone. These people are watching and plotting, baby. It's time for our sisters to really start getting modest and walk appropriately, which leads to today's conversation. The conversation today is simple. The only way blacks will ever elevate, we must first separate. There's no elevation for us until there's separation for us. We must separate. People's gonna say, what you mean separate? We must separate from the oppressors. We must separate from the evil. Why I'm saying this, right? So everybody's going crazy about what's going on in the Middle East, right? Everybody's going crazy. But it seems like nobody's shedding light on the things that's going on here in the Congos, even here in America. There's no light that's being shed upon it. So when I take it upon myself to, speak and voice my opinions about it or comment where people are upset and feel this is inhumane, this is genocidal. I said, so wait, hold on. This is genocidal? So when 70 million people was grabbed out their house and shipped to various locations, where's this energy? Why nobody's talking about that? You talking about bombs being dropped on children? What about Black Wall Street when houses with children that was sleeping was being burnt down and people that was running out trying to get to safety was being gunned down? Where's the outburst about that? Oh, my bad. It's the thing of the past and we got to get over it, right? You was absolutely right. We need to get over it. We need to get over the fact that you guys are not for our best interest. And the reason why, and because you guys are in our space, you have hindered our elevation as people. You have hindered our elevation as nations. You have stopped us from seeking greatness. You have programmed us to believe in a dream. I don't want to have an American dream because I am living this American reality. The reality is you despise us. You do not see us as a human being. You put things in place for us to fail, to be destroyed. You literally are invested into our demise. You got prison complex. You got institutions that's teaching our children that it's okay to change their agenda, change their gender. You got people that's talking about the lock in, putting the war on the end on drugs, knowing damn well we don't own the drugs, we don't own the factory, we don't own a plane, we don't own, you put guns in our communities, you got crates coming off trains, being put in certain places, brothers is being tipped off to go pick up these guns, and these people are taking up these guns and they shooting each other. I come to the conclusion or the realization that we're not the problem with each other. The problem is you guys. And since we on so-called Black History Month and everybody likes to run to the Martin Luther King speech, so let me emphasize on this speech, right? This speech was the worst thing that ever came to us. This speech is something that we don't need. This speech is something that 90% of Black people did not agree. We oppose this so-called integration. We didn't want to integrate with individuals who never seen us as great, just a bait or a date or somebody that needs to have faith and wait for something and someone to come and save the day. When I speak to individuals that's from the South, and for those that passed away, may the heavenly ones have mercy on the soul. But when you speak to individuals, everybody was saying, no, we did not approve this integration. And when you sit back and you watch, who was the people that was behind Martin Luther King? You had a homosexual, you had a European, and then you had the Rothschilds. These was the three people that was behind, funding him, pushing him, rallying up people. Yes, you had the coconuts that wanted to follow, that thought that what he was doing was right. But then you had a vast majority who did not see that, who thought that this was the worst mistake. And guess what? Those individuals was prophets. They prophesied this would happen, and here we are, 2024. We're not a single elevation. We just out here crying for reparations, when the main reality is we need a worldwide separation. We must remove ourselves from these people. These people are no longer suitable to be around us. We don't want your woman. We don't want your food. We don't want your business. We don't want your land. We want you. We don't want nothing to do with you guys. And I'm speaking for the real ones that's able to see, not the coconuts that's waiting to be shaken off the tree. We're not talking about you guys. You guys, the coconuts, you guys will be removed. The creators will remove you. This is not for you. You had your time to enjoy. You had the time to experience interracial marriages and proceed to lay with the enemy. You had your time. Your time will be removed. And this is not no racist thing. Let's get it clear. Colored people can't be something that they didn't create. I cannot be racist. I'm only going to speak the truth. Okay? I speak universal law truth. I go according to the universe, okay? The universe has showed me that a tiger and a lion, even though they are animals and on four legs and probably got the same skin color, they are not the same. And because they're not the same, they stay away. The lions is on one side of the street and the tigers on the other. Why aren't we doing the same? Do you know that it's in the Bible and it's forbidden for us to intermingle with outside sources? Go on Tobit chapter 4, I think it's verse 12, and you should read it. It's forbidden for us to intermingle with other nations. And I'm not gonna tell you who these other nations are, because these people already know who they are. And because I'm on their platform, I gotta be mindful of the things that I say. But what I am going to say is the reason why we're not elevating is because we are not standing on separation. We must separate. Say it with me, guys. We must separate. Say it with me, guys. We must separate. We must separate. One more time. We must separate. Let's say it with this one. Separate. This is the only way we're gonna get to the next level, right? And for my black and brown people, you was not placed here to remain here. The goal, the end goal of black civilization. The only priority for us as black and brown people is total freedom and going back where these heathens has taken us. For those that believe that they are an American, that's for you. Kudos to you. Stay here. You go argue with the Joe Left Behind and haters, the Trump supporters, the Sanders lovers. You go argue with that. But for me and the people that's like me, I want to go home. And when I go home, I want to go home to a clean place, right? When I go home, I want to go home to a place so clean that when I look at the window, I see myself. People don't understand what I'm saying right now. It's too metaphorical, I know. I want to go back to my land where you heathens have taken us. And I want to go there, and when I look out my window, all I see is me. People that look like me, talk like me. We don't need none of you guys. We don't need it. Just like brothers in America needs to understand, we really don't need these people. I promise you, self-sufficiency will be at an all-time high once we divide. Yes, it's going to be hard for a minute. Let them take their devices. Let them take their internet. Let them take everything that these people created. Let them take it. Oh, my bad. They didn't create nothing. They just patent it and take it and trademark it and say that we own it. So let's rephrase that. Anything that you guys created, you guys can take it and go about your business. And anything that we've created, thank you. We'll take that. We'll go out on our way, and you go live your way. Yes. You know why? You know why I'm saying this? You know why I'm saying this? Because everybody's pointing at the negativity that black people are doing. Yes, black people lead the league in, self-inflicted violence. What I mean by that is black on black violence. We lead the category with that. We lead the category in abortions. We lead the category in everything. But what people is not touching on is the behavior that was taught to us. Now, the question that remains is, who taught us this behavior? When you sit back and you analyze it all, from slavery till now, ask yourself, when did this behavior become a norm in our lives? And all fingers point to Rome. The Romes don't look like me and you. All fingers point back to these people, and the color does not look like me and you. They need to take everything. We need to let it go. It's okay. This is not our land. This is prison. This is not a country. This is a corporation. This is a corporation. This is a corporation. Okay? This is not the land of the free. This is the land of opportunity. This is the land of opportunity and a possibility. It's a possibility you might get shot today. It's a possibility you might get raped today. It's a possibility you might go to jail because you out there not looking too well. It's a possibility. Okay? That's the possibility. These are the facts. This is not up for no debate. This is not for, this is just how you feel. These are facts. Okay? Check the statistics. I can show you without a shadow of a doubt how great we was prior to integration. I can show you how great we was prior to infiltration of our so-called music. I can show you how great we was. I have all the paperwork. I can show you how great we was prior to you guys coming into our space and destroying our lives. I can show you this. There was once upon a time in the black community where black on black crime was unacceptable, unheard of. That was European behavior. That's why they came up with the gangsters. All these people came from Italy, they didn't have nothing, so they resort to killing each other, robbing and stealing. We wasn't doing that. Okay? We was very spiritual people. We put our trust into the Creator. We was begging the Creator for forgiveness for the sins that we have committed. We said, I'm gonna love. We was actually loving, people. I know it seems far-fetched, but you used to be a loving nation. It's because we were so loving. This is how they got into our space. Because we are the first to open our doors. We was the first to take the clothes off our backs. We was the first to give you something to eat. Because guess what? That was universal law. And when you have a soul, and when you are created by the heavenly ones, you're gonna move a little bit different. I know it seems hard to believe, because when you come out your house, you seeing niggas with their pants on their ass. You seeing girls with poom shorts. You seeing children smoking weed. You seeing daughters disrespect the mothers. I know it seems far-fetched, but once upon a time, being a just man, a virtuous woman, a God-fearing man was very, very norm in our community. It was so normal that these heathens had to create or figure out, how can we infiltrate this right here? Let's support Martin Luther King. You guys don't even know that he didn't even write that I Have a Dream speech. You know who wrote it? A gay European. Oh, how you like those sour grapes? It's sour, ain't it? Huh? You didn't know that. You didn't know that. Not only did he write it, he made sure he put particular words, emphasize on certain words, so it could touch everybody. But then when it was touching everybody, these people were starting up a lobby. The lobby was this: all we need is to get into the front door, and we will take it from there. And they did. And they got in. And when they got in, the first thing that they had to do, because they realized that Malcolm had a strong woman. They realized that Fred Hampton had a strong woman. That all of these black leaders, these black freedom fighters, had strong women that had their back. So the first thing they had to do, they had to infiltrate our women. And they did that with the feminist movement. And when the feminist movement kicked in, this was the beginning of the end. Shout out to all the sisters, all the great-grandmothers that said, nope, I love my man, get out from my house. And shame on the sisters that said, yeah, I want to do what the man do too. And they was using a whole lot of Europeans, the commercials, the rallies, the protests. When you look at it, go look into the records, go look. They probably still got it up on YouTube. When you look, you see a whole bunch of Europeans saying, what girls can do what men do. Women can do what men do. Women can do what men do. Handing out flyers to the black women. The black woman is walking off. So they realized that wasn't working the way that they wanted to. So what they did is, right, they started asking personal questions that a colored woman can relate to. They was searching for the victims. Hey sis, is everything okay? Why you wearing glasses and it's nighttime? Hey, what's up? Take off the glasses. Oh, you getting beaten by your man? Oh, hold on. I got things that you could do. And then spread this, show them how good you receiving this service. So one girl went to another girl, the other girl went to another girl, the other girl went to another girl. And before you know it, the division between man and woman was taking place. Yeah. But that wasn't enough. They said, let's get these men more drunk. Let's throw more women at them. Let's sexualize. Do the shake. The music was becoming more sexualized. It was coming more close together music. You know, when you dancing and you grinding. Yeah, that's what they was pushing, right? They was pushing that. And then they was pushing that. And while they was pushing that, they was introducing black people to the crack. You understand? Heroin. You understand me? You understand? So now dudes end up catching an addiction, right? They're having an addiction. They gotta steal. The wife is coming with a concern, saying, honey, what's wrong with you? What's wrong? You gotta stop whatever you're doing. And the man got mad and he backslapped her. Boop, boop. And then the wife started watching TV and started seeing these hotlines. 1-800 call for help. 1-800 stop the mess. 1-800 preserve the best. And they was calling, and they was synonymously being secretive, and then they was receiving help, and then before you know it, they was getting back. They said, fire this nigga, kick the nigga out. The nigga then, now the nigga's left all alone. His power source was removed from him. And now the children is being raised. Mommy, where's daddy? Daddy hasn't been home in weeks. Oh, daddy not coming back anymore. Word? No. Oh, damn. So now mommy gotta raise 2 black kids on her own, raising these children by herself. You understand? You understand? Remarrying. You understand? This is what was going on. This is what's going on. And through all that I said, you still don't get the fact that it all stems back from these people. When we started allowing these people to be amongst us, it was the beginning of the end for us. And we at the end for a very long time. End times, end minds, end spines, everything being left behind, that's us. That's us. And we are so bad as a nation right now. I'm speaking for the black and browns. I don't know how Europeans feel. This ain't for you. You can listen, you can tune in, you can share it, but this is for the people. We are so behind, and they know that we're so depleted as people. They raising prices, interest rate here, high prices there. Oh, what you gonna do is either you gonna take it or leave it. Not knowing that all of this has stemmed because we have allowed to, or should I say, we are chasing a false dream. A false dream that these heathens taught you. Chase the American dream. What dream? Which dream is it? The Martin Luther King speech dream, or the so-called dream that you tell us to believe in, that we've been trying to chase, and the only thing that we got to show for it is another court case, another pale face to stand in our face, to tell us to have faith and believe until the come before the second coming of grace. Come on, guys, make it make sense. Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? Huh? Huh? Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? Are you dumb? Or are you dumb? We will never elevate until we separate. We must separate from the Chinese. We must separate from the Vietnamese. We must separate from the Europeans. We must separate from every single nation, every single person that you see capitalize off our ignorance. When I say ignorance, the lack of understanding for the people that forgot the true agenda, the true mission, the only mission. We don't desire an American dream. We desire an African freedom. We desire going home. We desire to go home, and not just go home. We desire to go home and be home with our loved ones. And I could walk down the street and see a black man and there ain't no problem. I could walk down the street and see a beautiful sister dressed down modest, waiting for a king to put a ring on her, ready to be submissive to her man in complete totality. No ignorance, none of this talking back, none of these, oh, I got something to say too, none of this feminist nonsense that these heathens have installed into the minds of my women. I want to go home to see that. And in the process, I want you guys to pack your bags and go back to wherever you came from. We don't care where you come from. You niggas, you heathens can go sleep underwater. Get on your submarine, sleep underwater for all we care. Just give us back our land. We don't want your money. We do not want your women. We don't want your sports. We don't want your philosophies. We don't want your education. We don't want none of that. Because every single thing I just mentioned is the reason why we can't elevate. We don't want it. This is true Black History Month. The history, this is when blacks have the platform to voice all the wickedness these heathens have done to us. You know, you guys love to show it every February. You'll show us being sick by the dogs. You will show us being hung on a tree. You will show us the cross burning and the KKK, who's probably a politician. Joe Biden looked like a goddamn Ku Klux Klan member. And he walks around here talking about God bless nothing. God bless this devil place where you guys has infested. It's infested with evil and unholiness, pure wickedness and pure stupidity, unthoughtful individual. This is what this place is. This place is a trash field. This place is a sugar hunt. Place is full up. This is what this place is. We don't want this. We don't want this. Who told you we wanted this? But you're programming us. You programming us to believe that this is the end all be all right here. This ain't the end all be all. We don't want this filth. You heathens done destroyed this place. Listen, the trees can't even grow properly. The weather can't even be normal. Everything is upside down in this place. And off the behalf of who? You. Not me. Not me, not us. We don't do nothing. We don't do nothing but follow the rules that you have put together, the laws that you have put in place to benefit you, to have justification for the evil that you do, but literally designed to demoralize, compromise, throw brothers and sisters in jail for anybody that try to prevail and not move like a snail. You want us to sit still. I don't want to sit still. I don't want to go to your church. I don't want to call on your Jesus. F Jesus. Jesus can kiss my ass. Tell him I said that. Jesus can. The politicians can. America can. All of you guys can, because you are the original Talibans. You are, not me. Separation. Separate from it. Separate from it. We don't want your religion. We don't want nothing. Anything that you guys bring, we don't want it. And it's time for black people to be on that type of time. You don't need it. You'll be all right. Let them turn it off. Turn off everything. Shut down the internet. Get rid of social media. Let them take everything back. Let them say, well, if you don't want to rock with us, then let us take our stuff back. Take it. By all means, take it. Because you know what's going to come with that? It's going to come civil conversation. Brothers and sisters are gonna come outside and actually talk to one another. Sisters is not gonna be influenced to be a bird. Sisters is not gonna be influenced to be a thought. Sisters is not gonna be influenced to sell herself short, to get a short-term relationship, to get a short-time love. She's not gonna settle herself short. She's gonna hold herself to high regards, because the people she's gonna have no choice to speak to, she's gonna have to speak to the elderly. And the elderly gonna say, sister, daughter, you should not be dressing like that. You should not be talking like that. And we're not gonna talk about the single mothers, the single woman who's damn near 60 years old and don't got a man the man to call her own. Those are what they're banking for you women to be. And guess what? Some of you women won't even live to see that age, because you have defiled yourself so much. You have opened your legs to so much people. All of these diseases and spirits, whatever disease and spirit that man is carrying, he's giving it to you. So you on borrowed time too. Let's talk about that. And it's not even for the sisters, you niggas too. There won't be no more gangster music. There will be no more pants sagging. There will be no more drugs. There will be none of that. Let them take everything. Let them take everything. Take their cocaine. Take their cannabis. Don't you notice the letter C is literally the letter that they love the most? Corruption, chaos, criminals, convicts, conquerors, cocaine, crack, Caucasian, crystal meth, Let them take all of that, bro. Let them take that. I promise you, you will not lose nothing. A lot of us is gonna go to a worldwide detoxification. We're gonna detoxify. We're gonna be like, damn, I'm shaking. I can't touch my phone. You're gonna be like this. You're gonna be like, I need a phone. I need something. Guess what? After the first 2 weeks, your mind is gonna go back to normal. We're gonna start eating. We're gonna get rid of they Bill Gates foods and all that. We're gonna start gardening. We're gonna start doing things. We're gonna start looking at each other not as an enemy, but a comrade, as a brother, as a sister. We're not gonna wanna do wrong. We're not gonna wanna lay with somebody else's woman. We're not gonna desire that. We're gonna want order, decency, and order. There's gonna be a man that's gonna have 3 wives. There's gonna be a man that have 1 wife. There's gonna be a man with 2 wives. It's gonna be men. It's gonna be men. And men, guess what? You ain't got no choice but to be a man, because you gotta protect those 3 women. You gotta protect those 2 women. You gotta protect that single woman. You gotta protect her. And you're not gonna be in a space where you gotta defend the evil. Yes, you're gonna have the coconuts. Like I said, the coconuts is going to be removed. Don't worry about that. We can't worry about the coconuts, because that's who these heathens bring into the conversation. That's who these heathens bring to stir controversy. You see the C word again? Cause controversy, right? Cause confusion, conversation. You see the C in it? This is what they do, right? And they're gonna bring these coconuts. You see them? You hear that? So then when you see that, you're gonna pay attention. Don't worry, they're gonna be removed. They're gonna get hit by a car, the tree, something's gonna happen to them. They're gonna be removed. Don't worry about that. Cancer, see the C is gonna kick in. You ain't gotta worry about that. The heavenly ones, your ancestors, those that was dragged, those that jumped into the water, those that suffered, those that didn't understand what the heck was going on. Those souls are eternal. They the ones that's gonna get them away from you. I promise you don't gotta worry about nothing. The only thing you gotta worry about is convincing your people that we need each other and reminding the people that we need separation. I promise you. Just look at history. Black Wall Street was what it was because of what? Separation, no integration, no communication. We didn't have nothing. We was breaking bread with China before America was. Go look these things up, man. We was having conversation with Africans before these people came on the scene. Go look these things up. All of this business, America flourished off the blueprint of the Black Wall Street. When the Black Wall Street was at its height, America was going through something called the Great Depression. Ooh, they were stressing while we was out here counting this chicken. We was preserving pure separation. And that will be achieved. It will be achieved as soon as people stop being compromised. See again? Stop being compromised. Start to internalize. Understand who's the hand behind the black and brown people's genocide. And it's not me and you. And when you hear Europeans, you guys are doing this to yourselves. No, we're not. We're just following the blueprint that you gave us. That's all we're doing. What blueprint? We don't do that, please. Listen to your music and listen to ours. Watch your movies and watch ours. Watch how the police patrol your community and how they patrol ours. Then when you tell me the similarities, I guarantee you won't find no similarities, but you damn sure gonna find a whole lot of division. Not gonna find no similarities, never, ever. But you're gonna see a whole lot of difference. And it's okay. But the end result is we need separation. The only way black people shall elevate, listen to me guys, the only way black people shall elevate is to separate. Allow these people to do what they do, and we do what we do. I love you guys. I love you guys too much to allow these people to continue sabotaging, corrupting, see again, confusing, see again. The minds of a community, see again. It's time for us to just let it go. Denounce all things European. Denounce all things Chinese. Denounce all things Arab. No gas. No nothing. No career. See again. See again. Let them figure it out. Let them figure it out. Just let them figure it out. That's for them. That's not for us. That's not for me. That's not for you. We stand alone. We stand divided. There's no united. There's nothing united in America. We haven't been, listen, when we got here, we wasn't united. When Christopher Columbus landed here, he didn't have the thoughts of being united. The united comes between them and them. We was never invited to that party, and I don't even need the invitation. You can take that, sir. I'm good being in the hood, eating food that's good, not wishing I could or wishing I would. I'm just living life, being completely understood. It's your brother, man, from the motherland. I came to you guys live once again. Continue supporting. I know this one's a very controversial one, but you know I don't really give a damn because I'm here to speak truth. And some of you brothers don't want the truth. You want the fairy tale lies, but we got no time for the lies because the lies is part of the reason why we are at our demise. Off the hands of who? These criminals, these convicts, these conquerors, these corruptors, okay? The seas, the sea babies. And if you didn't know, now you know. And for those that don't know who I am, like I tell you 1,050 trillion times, I am him, Junns the NBIC, aka Mr. Keep My Foot on you heathens, you heathens. And the newly installed Heat the Night Snacks. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? Listen to the heavenly one say it.